Today I'll be reacting to Britain bridges and got nothing on America. Well friends, I'm super excited for this one. I know everything is kinda massive in the US, but even the bridges, I guess we shall see. Of course I will try to share with you my Portuguese perspective on this one. I actually know the biggest bridge we have here, but before I go into that, let me ask you for one thing. If you can leave a like, thank you so much. It's the best way to show support. Now, if you can subscribe, well, in that case, forget about it. You make my day. Have that in consideration. Link for the original video in my description and let's play it.
The longest bridge in Louisiana, the longest bridge in the United States, and the 8th longest bridge in the world, and therefore probably the universe.
Wait, what? Well, friends, okay, we start very well. Did I understand that correct? The longest bridge in America is in Louisiana? Wow. So the first bridge that comes to mind when I think about America, honestly, is just one. I know it's very famous. I believe it's in San Francisco. I know it's one bridge in California that appears in a lot of movies. You guys probably know the name. Feel free to share it in the comments. But yeah, that bridge, I saw it multiple times. I just don't remember the name. Maybe Golden Bridge or something?
Hello, I'm Lawrence, and I'm on a quest to uncover all of the memos that Britain and America lost in the pond, and one of those memos pertains to bridges.
Okay.
Where would we be without bridges? Well, for one, we'd be stuck on the other side of the river. But as with most things when comparing Britain and America, there's one thing in particular to keep in mind.
Okay. Well, friends, I have to say this. Can I get a like for Lawrence? Because he goes into this niche type of topics, but they are quite amazing. You know, today, my friends, we are all together learning about bridges in America. Isn't this fascinating?
Size. The longest bridge in Britain is the Bromford Viaduct in Birmingham. What have I told you about too many bees? And at 5,600 meters in length, it's no slouch itself. If you could take it and stand it vertically end to end, you'd have an architectural disaster on your hands. But you'd all...
Oh, that's not a lot. Here in Portugal, maybe the comparison is not the way I'm thinking, but here in Portugal, okay, my friends, let's learn about Portugal a bit today. The longest bridge, I believe, is Ponte Vasco da Gama. Ponte means bridge, so you guys already know a Portuguese word. And Vasco da Gama was a Portuguese navigator that ended up finding the sea road to India. Actually, a fun fact about this, Christopher Columbus ended up discovering America, and it was basically the king of Spain was the one that ended up financing that, let's say, trip. But previous, Christopher Columbus ended up asking the king of Portugal, but the king of Portugal did not believe in him that much, so he went and asked the king of Spain. And when he arrived in America, he thought he was arriving in India. That's why, for a long time, I'm not sure if right now this is still used in America or not, but he ended up calling Native Americans Indians because he thought they are from... he thought he was in India. So it's a bit of a mess, this story, but I always thought was a fun one. But here, Ponte Vasco da Gama, Bridge Vasco da Gama, let's say this, is 10 miles. I believe it's, I'm saying 10 miles because it's 17 kilometers. I believe that the conversion is correct.
Also have a skyscraper about 7 times the height of the Burj Khalifa. And so given that, I was surprised to find, both after moving to America and while researching this video, that there are numerous bridges in the United States that absolutely dwarf Britain's biggest.
Really?
Arguably even more surprising is that they don't even include some of the more famous ones, such as the Golden Gate, the Brooklyn, and Jeff bridges. But
Ooh, Golden Gate, I believe that's the one I was thinking.
before we get into what it does include, what do I mean by the verb dwarf? Well, my really scientific criteria is any bridge that's twice the length of the Bromford Viaduct.
Okay.
And again, much to my surprise, this does not include other behemoths like the Manchac Bridge, which, for any Uncle Tobys out there, is pronounced Mackinac Bridge. Hard pronunciations are going to be a constant feature of this video, and so without further ado, let's take a look at 8 US bridges that absolutely dwarf the Bromford Viaduct.
Okay, dwarf in my book basically means completely destroys. This is not even competition, okay? San Mateo.
In America, bridges really
fast.
don't come any bigger than this, except the other 7 bridges on the list. The San Mateo-Hayward Bridge is the longest bridge in San Francisco, California, and the 8th longest in America. It's also quite a unique bridge
it's
because
beautiful.
in connecting the San Francisco Peninsula to the East Bay, it's an L shape. And I can personally connect to that letter as somebody called Lawrence, who runs a channel called Lost in the Pond, who owns a lake in Liechtenstein. I might have made that last part up just to inflate my ego, I'm sorry. But whichever way you slice it, the San Mateo-Hayward Bridge is considerably bigger than the Golden Gate Bridge, or even the Oakland Bay Bridge, which I thought was absolutely humongous. Then again, I do tend to overcompensate. At a whopping 11,270 meters, the San Mateo
11,000 meters, that's 11 kilometers, right? So, actually, from what I understand, the Portuguese bridge we have here is bigger than this one, at least. And I was looking online, the bridge I was thinking about is the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. That's a very famous one, right, my friends? This one is big, okay.
Hayward Bridge is almost exactly equal to 2 Bromford viaducts. So can it really get bigger than that? Well, yes it can,
yes.
And we're still talking about bridges.
Parkway,
Thank goodness
Jubilee.
for the Jubilee Parkway. Not only does it offer a direct route across Mobile Bay, but it's easy to pronounce. It's even easier if you go by the local name of Bayway, but then I just think of Baywatch, something I haven't had to do since 1995. It is the longest bridge in the state of Alabama and the 7th longest in the United States. At a quite mouth-watering 12,875 meters, it is roughly equal to 2.3 Bromford viaducts. But despite being a pulsatingly large stretch of
Honestly, I'm super impressed by this, but I'm also very impressed that the bridge we have in Portugal would actually make top 10 in America. That's crazy.
concrete, it's not even the longest bridge in the deep south. Yep, they just keep getting longer. I mean, it would be an anticlimactic video if they didn't. The Louisiana Highway 1 bridge is the 6th longest bridge in the United States and the 5th longest in the state of Louisiana. Wait, hold on. The 5th longest bridge in Louisiana. So we're saying that 4 of the remaining 5 bridges on this list are all in Louisiana. Are you sure these aren't just all one bridge? Well, while the Louisiana Highway 1 bridge might not be the most inspiring name of all time, it does also mercifully and epically go by the name of Gateway to the Gulf Expressway. And this bridge in particular is designed to cross the Bayou Lafourche. That is a brilliant name. Now I know what I'm going to name my next cat. And hopefully that cat, or indeed any cat, will be as long as this, otherwise we're all doomed. The Gateway to the Gulf Expressway, which is not a name you dreamt, is 13,300 meters. In other words, a quite large 2.4 Bromford viaducts. I told you that.
Okay, they are getting quite bigger right now. I feel like this is about to go really crazy.
The bridges are getting bigger and more challenging, but then so are the names.
Wait, but what is going on in Louisiana? Why are the bridges so big there, my friends? This is so shocking. I would never guess that Louisiana is the place that have the longest bridge in America. Wow. My friends, did you guys know this?
Bonnet car, Bonnet Carre, Bonnet car, Bonnet car. The bonnet of a car in British English. That'd be an easy way to remember it. That's not it. So the locals go with something like Bonnet Carre. Let me know in the comments below how you pronounce it. Either way, the Bonnet Carrere Spillway Bridge of Interstate 10 is the 5th longest bridge in the United States and the 4th longest in Louisiana. And it's a twin bridge, so if one of them gets a traffic jam, the longest in Louisiana is the 5th longest bridge in the United States and the 4th longest in Louisiana.
Oh my god, that is so crazy, my friends. It's the 5th in America, but the 4th in Louisiana. So basically in the top 5, there will be just one bridge that is not in Louisiana. My friends, someone have to explain me in the comments what the hell is going in Louisiana that the bridges are so big. And look, they are massive.
And it's a twin bridge, so if one of them gets a traffic jam, the other one will sense it. And it's an absolutely massive bridge, but then it'd have to be. After all, it carries I-10 not just across the Bonnet Spillway, but also across Lake Pontchartrain.
That's an easy word, Pontchartrain.
Pontchartrain, and La Branch wetlands. In all, and this is not taking both twins and putting them one after the other, this is just the sort of length of them side by side. The bridge measures in at an absolutely filthy 17,702 metres, which for anybody who can't do the maths, is 3.2 Bromford viaducts. Okay. Did anybody expect when we started this video that...
Oh man, but the Portuguese one does not make top 3 in America. Okay, I had some hopes actually.
that it could go 3 times the distance? Could it go 4? Yes, it can.
Virginia, my friends. Look at Virginia sneaking up here in the top 4. Top 4 or top 5? Top 4, right?
Some bridges
top
have
5.
It all, but few more so than the Chesapeake Bay Bridge-Tunnel. Like many of the bridges on this list, it does include low-level trestles, but it also includes high-level trestles, tunnels, truss bridges, and artificial islands. It is the longest bridge in the state of Virginia and the 4th longest bridge in the US. It's also one of only 11 bridge tunnel systems in the world, 3 of which are in Virginia. And as the name suggests, it crosses the mouth of Chesapeake Bay, but also the Hampton Roads Harbour and the mouths of Elizabeth and James rivers. In total, the Chesapeake Bay Bridge-Tunnel comes in at a decidedly smooth 24,140 metres, or 4.3 Bromford viaducts. We're getting to the point where I didn't even know bridges this long existed outside of Southeast Asia. But when it comes to...
Holy sweet potato, Virginia coming clutch right now.
bridges, one US state stands alone in its pursuit of China.
Any Virginia
Louisiana.
viewers? So, this is about to go completely nuts. My friends, be ready.
Atchafalaya.
Yeah, that name. See, my friends, I'm really good with bad names.
Louisiana.
Atchafalaya.
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 Bear with me on this one.
I'm telling you.
I can't do... What is it? Atchafalaya. I take it all back. That is the new cat name. The Atchafalaya Basin Bridge is the 3rd longest bridge in both the United States and the state of Louisiana. It's another twin bridge, and it's another one that facilitates Interstate 10, which stretches over the Atchafalaya Basin between Baton Rouge and Lafayette.
How long?
And the bridge is so massive, it's almost as long as some of these place names. And that's because at 29,290 meters, it's 5.2 Bromford viaducts. Louisiana.
Wait. Oh, wait.
290 meters. It's 5.
Wait. Sorry, relax.
And that's because at 29,290 meters, it's 5.2 Bromford viaducts. Louisiana's bridges, you are massive and you need to be stopped. But
that's almost what? I was about to say miles, I don't know. 15 miles or something.
Before we can do that, there are 2 more.
Manchac Swamp Bridge. A swamp is his word. Bridge. Manchac Swamp Bridge.
Oh, would you look at that? The Manchac Swamp Bridge is another twin trestle. But this one is different for a number of reasons.
So
Firstly,
beautiful.
It goes over a swamp, right? I didn't know the world had swamps big enough to have a bridge this size. But that's because I
thought swamps was a thing that just only existed in the movies. Then people told me, no, André, in America we have a lot of swamps. And I was like, you crazy.
live a sheltered life up north. But also, it is the longest bridge on the US interstate highway system. You may recall that I spoke about that very system in my video, Britain's Roads Ain't Got Nothing on America.
I want to see this video about the roads. My friends, this is for the ones... Look, we are watching a video about bridges. Let's be real. No one is watching this video. This video will have less viewers than My Bank Account have money. Let's all be realistic here. But if you are watching with me, specific until the end... leave me this number, 20, if I should watch this video, the one about the roads. Because I feel like America probably have crazy roads.
Which I will link to at the end. And this one is so unspeakably large that I'm now being forced to speak about it. From start to finish, the Manchac Swamp Bridge is 36,710 meters, giving you approximately a number I cannot believe, 6.6 Bromford.
Holy sweet potato, the jump was crazy. This went from 20... Wait, the jump was like 7 kilometers. Oh my god, that's insane. Everything is bigger in Texas. Everything is bigger in Louisiana.
Viaducts. Never mind, viaducts. I don't even know if I have that many tier ducts. I'm not a scientist.
Yeah, I'm lost.
But I guarantee you, if I was on that bridge and there was still over halfway to go, the tiers would never end. Especially if I later connected to this.
Lake, Pontchartrain, Causeway. Okay.
The longest bridge in Louisiana, the longest bridge in the United
man, I'm
States,
nervous.
and the 8th longest bridge in the world, and therefore probably the universe.
To be honest, that's crazy. The 8? There is 8 bridges bigger than the one we are about to see? That's wild.
It is the world's longest continuous bridge over water, or should I say, bridges, because the Lake Pontchartrain Causeway is made up of 2 parallel bridges. But they're not quite twinsies because just like my arms, one is longer than the other. And this humongous causeway spans the center line of Lake Pontchartrain, a lake that boasts a surface area just larger than Greater London. It's so long.
What the hell? The lake is bigger than London? Oh my god. Oh, I get too excited for this type of stuff, right, my friends? But that's crazy.
That due to the curvature of the earth, people at the center of the bridge can't see land on either side. In all, a single
Wait, but isn't the earth flat? What the hell? Fake news?
commute across that bridge can take up to an hour, so at this point, I'm in favour of private jets. And so the time has come to see how Lake Pontchartrain Causeway, America's longest bridge, compares to Britain's. At 38,442 metres, the causeway extends a frankly stupid 24 miles, or to put it another way, 46 horizontal Burj Khalifas. And so that means, ladies and gentlemen, that the Lake Pontchartrain Causeway is 6.9 Bromford viaducts.
That's
I
insane,
need coffee and tequila. And so there you
He said the miles is 24, right? Or 22, something like that.
and gentlemen, that the Lake Pontchartrain Causeway is 6.
Wait,
So that's 2 meters. The causeway Britain's at 38,442 meters.
Okay.
The causeway extends a frankly stupid 24 miles.
24 miles. Do you know about miles? No, but that sounds so... because I know the kilometers, that's crazy.
Or to put it another way, 46 horizontal Burj Khalifas. And so that means, ladies and gentlemen, that the Lake Pontchartrain Causeway is 6.9 Bromford viaducts. I need coffee
Holy.
and tequila. And so there you have it, 8 US bridges that dwarf Britain's longest. Let me know in the comments below if you've travelled on any of these bridges and if you're still going. For more maps, facts, stats, and pictures of my cat, follow me on Twitter at LostInThePondUS, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel so that my videos don't get lost in the pond.
Do it for me
a
also, my
Burj
friends.
Khalifa-sized shout out to all of my patrons who make these videos.
Okay, my friends, show him all the support. Lawrence is amazing. Lost in the Pound. Just search his channel or see the link I have on the description. This was amazing. I mean, everything is bigger in America. It is. I mean, it's obvious. So yeah, thank you so. Actually, you know what? We are at the end. Leave me a comment if you ever saw or drive in one of those bridges, because I would love to know you, my friend. I know I have some viewers from Louisiana, so maybe, right? Maybe even the biggest one. But yeah, that would mean so much to me if you could do that. That said, thank you so much. See you guys in the next one. Bye, my friends.